Reality follow identity, not your actions, not what you want, not what you're hoping. It follows your identity. And if you want to dive deeper into this, stay here. My name is Margarida. I'm a metaphysical mentor, and I help people and I help wonderful, amazing human beings transform inside their inner shifts, their identity, so their reality just shifts automatically. Their life gets to transform automatically because I am working with the people on the cause, on the law, on the source of it all, on the source of their life, that is their identity, that is their internal state. And actually, if you want to work with me, you have till tomorrow, till Friday, the Black Friday. I have a Black Friday portal, and you can work with me with everything 50% off. One on one single session of 4 weeks, one session per week. So the links are down below. This video I'm going to bring about is that reality is not following what you want, it's not following your actions, not following your emotions, it's not following any of that, but it's actually following and responding and reacting to your identity. And one of the many things that we learn in the manifestation community, and I was just watching a video amazing saying like manifestation is a scam. Like forget the manifestation word. It's just a concept that we made. And this man was giving the example like you, and as I said this plenty of time here with my clients, you are the perfect manifester. You don't need to learn how to manifest. You don't need to do anything else to be the perfect, the master manifester. It's who you are. It's like me telling you, oh, you need to learn how to breathe, or you're not breathing, you have to know how to breathe, you have this technique to breathe, like you're breathing all the time. That's manifestation. Manifestation is happening all the time because your reality, the life you're experiencing inside and outside, there's no outside, as you're going to understand in this video, it's just a mere reflection of your identity, of your I am. And one thing that I really wanted to let you know and speak so boldly about this is that if anyone or you're reading anything that is sharing this message that you are not in unity, that you are not one with everything you desire, drop it. Okay? Drop it because that's not truth. You are one with your desires. You are one with all there is. You are source. You are God. The kingdom of heaven lives within you. Okay. And yesterday when I was listening to this, I was watching one of my favorite series called The Chosen, and there was a moment where one of the disciples, Simon, was saying and preaching to other people like, there is no one to ask for. Like, I just know there's no one that I have to ask for. It's all within me. It's all within me. The kingdom of heaven is within me. God is within me. It's who I am. So any of these things that tell you that you need to learn how to manifest, that you need to do this technique to get that, you're not, this is not how it works, because you are always in unity. You're always one with everything that you desire. So I want you to move from that. I want you to start living from that state, from that identity. This is already an identity shift when you shift your internal state of like, oh, there's nothing that I need to chase, there's nothing that I need to attract, there's nothing that I'm going to receive. All it's me. I'm just remembering. It's just a memory. When you have a desire, it comes itself. I was listening and, well, I was reading, and Val Goddard was saying like how desires are self-conception. It's like in the Bible that can be um, shown, for example, as Mary, when she get pregnant with Jesus, there was no conceiver, right? There was no man involved. And this shows the fact of our desires, they are self-conceived. They come from the source. They are God. They are God in movement. They are God moving. Like, you are not selecting your desires. Like, you don't go to a book and you're like, this one, this one, this one. They just come to you because they are source moving through you by being you as you. So when those desires come, there are all of these identity shifts that are being called. And what you really need to remember is that your reality is going to follow your identity. And when you're moving from this identity, oh, these desires are coming because I'm separate from them and I need to work for them, that's what you're going to experience. Your reality is going to imitate that. That is your reality, because your reality is your identity, it's your decision, it's your internal state. That's why, for example, when I work with my clients, I work in the root of their reality, that is, and the only reality, that is their identity and their internal shift, the perspective that they are looking at themselves and the perspective that they are looking at life. And so when you understand that, when you have those desires, those versions of you, they're always existing already now. The version that you love so much, that you want to experience, they are already existing now. What you are doing in the moment that you have a desire is like you are accessing, you are entering that identity, because you already are it unconditionally. So what source wants when it feels that desire is to experience it in this physical human being. And so when you have that desire, you dress yourself with that identity. And in that identity, everything will be brought to you. Everything, nothing will lack. Everything will be mirrored back to you. And you're just going to experience that identity, because identity is what is going to cause the reality to shift, right? It's not emotions, it's not just like random thoughts. No, it's who you say you are. It's who you believe yourself to be. It's who you're deciding to be. And when you know that identity is the one that actually creates the frequency that you're living, in the frequency that you're living is the one that is commanding all the physical and the field to rearrange itself. So when you shift to a new identity, the field rearranges itself. So God is not asking, is not hoping, it's not trying. God declares. And that is you. That is you. Shifting identities is a decision. A decision means an identity. When you make a decision that I am this now, you just shifted identity. Like a decision, that's all it takes. You just need a decision and you trust that decision because you know that's the way things work. And you know that you have tried the other way when you're trying X and Y, like X and Z, to do everything, try to get what you want, and trying to live from this illusion of separation. It didn't lead you that far, probably, right? So when you know that everything it takes is a decision, because a decision creates a shift in identity, and an identity creates a shift in your frequency, and your frequency is going to reorganize the field differently. And even in neuroscience, like the way you see yourself, your brain is going to start projecting a new reality. Your brain is going to be filtering things, going to look out for things. You're going to be seeing and absolutely experience a different reality, because the reality is internal, is your identity. And the supreme identity that you can have is knowing that you're God and God lives within you. So as I was saying, when you see and you catch yourself trying and getting and thinking these thoughts like, oh, I don't have this, and listening to people that are saying that you don't have it, that you need something, so there's like a condition for you to have something. Like, you need to understand, like, no, God doesn't try, God declares. God says, I am this and I am this. God is just remembering who he already is. It's just a memory. You're just getting a memory of that version of you that is already living what you desire. You are already one in unity with everything that you desire. And that identity, it's your, it's the key to everything, because it's what moves everything. It's what reality responds to. Reality is responding to your identity. And the moment you understand, like, oh, actually, I have access to all of the identities within me, because I'm God, I'm whole. So all the identities live inside of me. So in that moment, what can I do? I just choose and I claim and I decide the one that I prefer, and I stay there. If you want to get more information on how to stay there, you can watch my previous video, because you you have to drop all the other things that don't resonate and they are not aligned with wholeness, separation, thoughts that speaking of separation, that you're not there, you just don't pay attention to them anymore. You know, I'm not moving, I'm not living from that side anymore. I'm living from the identity that I know that all is one with me. I know that my clients, my followers, the money, the happiness, the joy, the health, the dream house, the dream lifestyle, like I'm one with everything, and I'm moving from that. I'm moving from that space. I'm not going back to the previous land. When I was listening to the choice, to the series of the chosen, I mean, and Jesus was saying that the prophets are never welcomed in their own land. And then I went to research like what this means metaphysically, and it means like you should not look for evidence in past land. Like you shouldn't look for evidence and signs and confirmations of the past land. And the past land means the past versions of you that you don't want to experience anymore, or the circumstances that were still the reflection of those past thoughts, past beliefs, past identities. You don't look for the past land to give you confirmation, to give you validation. You don't look for evidence there. You look for evidence in a new land. And the new land is a new identity that you're standing. The new land is your new decision, it's your new frequency, and you stay there. This is transformation. If you get that thing of like, I'm not going to be paying and looking for evidence, anything, and waiting for the past land to give me my recognition, to give you my desires. Now, I give it to myself in my new land. This is my new land, right? You cannot experience in your reality the things that you don't give to yourself first within. Like if you don't start living an identity that you prefer and desire, like reality cannot respond in the way that you are wishing for, because you're not being the identity of unity, of oneness with your desires, the identity of you that is living their desires right here, right now. And so the reality, because it's always reacting and reflecting and responding to your identity, it's not the other way. And when you are in the identity, I have to try something to make it happen in the physical world. Your identity is saying, I don't have this. I'm in separation. I need to work for this. And the physical world is going to just mirror to you because it's your universal server. Your physical reality, your 3D, it's your mirror. It's your server. It doesn't care what you select. It's like you go back to your mirror there and you put all your different outfits. The mirror doesn't care which outfit I choose. Like I just decide the one that I prefer. The mirror will keep reflecting unconditionally. So the physical world will keep reflecting to you unconditionally your identity, who you say you are, your internal state, right? The land that you are being birthed from, the land that you're focusing, where your awareness is going. Because actually is the awareness, and what I wanted to tell you is that you are actually above all of the identities, because you are in fact the awareness, the consciousness, God energy, God source energy. You are the one that gives existence to all different versions and identities. So actually, in fact, you are the one that is selecting, choosing, deciding. And your awareness and your consciousness is the one giving life into the identities. And then your identity that you select, as I said, is going to create a new frequency, new thoughts, new ideas, new way of living. You speak to different people, you go to different places, you live a different new lifestyle, as I spoke in my previous video. So this is where we're coming from. We're coming from a place of wholeness, a place that you are the awareness, you are not the identity only. So when you put on, you dress a clothes, when you're done with those clothes, you take it off and you put a new one. But the reality is going to respond to that identity that you're selecting. And when you know that I am the I am all the identities, I am all the versions, you can just select the one that you prefer. And you stay there, and you know that when those past versions come up and they're trying to get you, be like, come back here, what about this, what about that, you just say, you just declare, I am this now because I chose. This is my new land. I don't look for evidence there. I am the evidence. I'm God. I declare, I don't try. So if this resonated with you, let me know. Comment down below. I want to know your thoughts, your insights. Let me know what you learn, remember with this, like in your own words. Let me know. like this video, subscribe to the channel. And as I said, I'm recording this on a Thursday. Let's see if it's out actually before the Friday, the Black Friday portal. But if you want to work with me one on one, dive deeper and transform your identity, transform your inner state so your life transforms absolutely, completely, quickly, easily, you can go to my stand store and grab your spot on my 4 week Master of Your Reality mentorship, or only a one on one only session. Okay? I adore you. I love you. You're so special, and you are in unity. You are one with all that you desire. You have it. You know. You live in an identity that knows, I have it. It's mine. It's who I am. Nothing can lack. The kingdom of heaven lives within me. There's nothing can lack me when I'm in God, and that's who you are.